Welcome back to the channel, Upcyclers. We've got another PSA reveal today. This is a medium-sized order. I believe it's around 15, 20 cards. So we are just going to knock this one out. There's the box. There's the cards. If you enjoy this kind of content, please do like and subscribe to the video. It helps the channel a lot. I'm not making any money off of this. I'm just trying to grow the channel so more people can watch and enjoy this content. All right, so we'll put that off screen. And in no particular order, we have a Manny Machado Upper Deck Big Sigs from the national team. This got a 6. Absolutely no idea why. I mean, there's a little ding on the corner there. I mean, it's definitely not a 10, especially on a thicker card, relatively thicker card stock there. You know, there's a little bit there. I wasn't expecting a 10, but 6 seems a little harsh. All right. Moving right along. We've got a Topps Now of Gurriel and Soto. I am working on a complete master set of the Soto ones. And these usually grade really, really well. These are some of the easiest 10s out there because they never go in a pack. You know, they obviously care a little bit more about producing them because they have to produce a particular number of them. So the fact that that got a 9 and that got a 6 does not bode well for this order. Looks like we might have got a tough grader, guys. All right, Topps Gallery of Heroes, 1999, Ken Griffey Jr. That is a really cool card, and I'm pretty happy with that grade. Die cut acetate cards like this don't tend to grade particularly well. So that one's going in the PC. Very happy with that one. Speaking of cards going into the PC, here's a Donruss Preferred Tidal Waves of Griffey. Not sure how well the camera is picking that up, but it does have a really cool shine to it, almost a refractor-like quality, particularly in the text right here. It is die cut. And so, yeah, I mean, a die cut card from the 90s to get a 9, I am good with that. All right, here's the thick boy. That is a Club 3000 Tony Gwynn. That is game worn jersey. That only got a 5. I don't know. I feel like for a 5, you should see something pretty obvious. Anyway, well, we'll put that there with the Manning for now. And we'll stack up our Griffies. Make some space. So yeah, I'm definitely getting the feeling that we've got a tougher grader. Now, coming up, I do like to continue doing this from time to time. Here is one that I cracked and regraded. That was it's just a base 2001 Topps rookie of LaDainian Tomlinson. It was a 9.5 CSG, so I would expect this is probably a 9. With the way this grader is looking, I'd say there's almost no chance of it being a 10, and an off chance of it being an 8, which is exactly what it is. Yeah. So, yeah, we've got ourselves a tough grader, guys. Good times. All right, moving along. We've got a 2001 Ultimate Collection Ichiro game worn jersey. See, back in the day, if those of you are newer collectors or you're only into ultra modern stuff, relic cards used to be game worn. Like the player wore them in an actual game and it was certified, and you know, it was not something that was so prevalent. Not every blaster box had some crappy manufactured relic, but okay, yeah, got a little beat up on those. Hey, we got our first 10. It is a O'Neill Cruz Sapphire PSA 10. That's a nice one. That one I did purely just to sell. Hey, let me know what you think about O'Neill Cruz. I think he's a phenomenal athlete and talent and a very interesting character in the baseball world, but I just don't see him being, a long-term star. I think he strikes out too much. Um, I mean, yeah, he's going to give you those highlight reel plays from time to time, which is going to make him collectible. And I'm sure there's a lot of Pirates that fans out here that would like to have that card. So I just don't think it's a long-term hold for me. Here is probably my favorite set there is, Stadium Club. I have, if you've been watching my videos for a while, you know what a love I have for Stadium Club. And this is the black foil. These are not numbered. I think it's the rarest one that isn't numbered from the ultra modern sets, but it's a Bobby Witt. And I was really hoping that this one would get a 10. And who knows? Maybe I'll crack that 9 and send it over to Tag and see if I can figure out what's actually wrong with it. All right. This is just a base Julio. That's an L, because base cards without a 10 aren't even going to be worth the cost of grading. So that was a bit of a gamble, a bit of a swing and a miss. All right. Tops now, Fernando, Gem 10. This is number 45. Similar to what I mentioned about Soto, I am working on a master set of Tatis, and interestingly enough, there are more Soto than Tatis cards, but actually by quite a bit. Like, there's not as many of these Tatis ones, and I'm not talking about the print runs. I mean the actual number of cards that you would need in the set. I've said it before, and I'll say it again, and I will die on this hill, that the Topps Now cards are very, very, very undervalued and very, very underappreciated in the hobby. The fact that the cards are tied to moments in the game and moments, in the case of these rookie cards, it does carry the rookie logo. A lot of these, there might only be a few hundred of these made, less than 1,000. So, the 2019 Topps Gold, the one out of 2019 cards, there's probably 2 or 3 times as many of that card out there than this, and those typically go for 4, 5, 10 times the value of this. Now, I get it, the gold from the flagship pulled out of a pack, yes, I'd rather have that card too, but 8 to 10 times the value, that seems a little excessive to me. Okay, MJ Melendez, that is a purple. See, I'll be honest, I don't remember this card specifically, but I do know that I went over these things with a fine-tooth comb, and there's no way I was going to send an MJ Melendez unnumbered purple card into grade unless I had gone over that thing with a magnifying glass, chamois cloth, jeweler's loop. You get where I'm going with this. These are not ones that I just pulled out of a pack, threw into a sleeve, and sent out the door saying, oh, I hope I get a 10. I did my homework on these. And if you look back at some of my other videos, especially the more recent stuff, I've done pretty okay with my gem rates. And right now we are sitting on a gem rate of 2. I'm not going to count the older ones and the thicker cards, but what's that? 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. 2 out of 9? That is not going to cut it. Here's a red foil Wander, also a 9. Don't know what, if anything's wrong with that. Probably nothing. Here, another Topps Now. So that is a 1 out of 3 on Topps Now. That is terrible. If you look at the pop reports on Topps Now, it's probably 60, 70% gem 10s. Now, admittedly, that's a small sample size, but still. This is a really cool card. I'm okay with a 9 on this. A 10 would have been good, but this is definitely a PC card. I wish it wasn't a sticker auto, but it is a really cool looking card, and it is only numbered out of 10. And it was from, I believe, the year of or after he won the MVP when he broke the touchdown, the team touchdown record. I could be wrong. Forgive me. I'm old. It's been a while. Back when I used to be a Charger fan, before they left my city. Now they are dead to me. Yeah, here's another one similar to the MJ Melendez that there's no way I'm sending this card in unless I am quite certain it stood a good chance of getting a 10. So I'm actually probably won't with that, but that MJ Melendez and maybe one of these other, maybe that black foil Bobby, I think I may crack those. I need a couple more cards to put together another tag order anyway. By the way, if you don't know what I'm talking about with tag, please do go watch my other video on tag. It's by far the most successful video I've had so far, and I'm very proud of it. So that will give you the lowdown on what I'm talking about tag grading. It's a grading company, computer, machine learning. Yeah, go watch the video. Anyway, all right. We finally got our third 10. We're down to 2 cards left in the order to get our third 10, which is nice because at least the Gem 10s, I'm trying to make a full Gem 10 set of the Soto and the Tatis. So at least that's another one that I can add to the PC collection. And finally, we have a purple refractor from Topps Chrome update of Wander Franco. I can look like there's scratches right there. Is that on the case or the card? And I'm just blind. You see, that's another one I'll be really curious to crack out and take a look at. So yeah, anyway, when it comes to an order like this, you kind of have to read the tea leaves, right? When you see a 50% gem rate on Topps Now cards and a bunch of cards that you know you wouldn't have sent in unless you thought they had a really good chance of getting a 10, and you're, batting 1 out of 6, 1 out of 8 with those cards. When normally, ultra modern cards, you should be batting close to 500 on those. That plus how low these grade, you kind of start to put the picture together of this submission. And what you get, at least the conclusion I would draw, is to say, this grader was just really tough and frankly overly so tough, more so than the average grader at PSA. I've sent enough orders now in, I've watched enough videos, I've made enough videos that, you can kind of tell when there's the tough grader. And that's kind of unfortunately the slot machine pull that is sending things into PSA these days. But unfortunately, in the way the market is right now in 2020, early 2023, when I'm recording this video, for some reason, everybody pays way more for PSA cards. So if it's something you're looking to grade to sell, you're kind of stuck sending it to PSA. But don't be afraid to crack and send stuff back in, right? Take, I don't know. Let's take this, Julio card, for example. If this card, right now in this 9, I doubt this is worth $20. This is probably not worth the $19 plus shipping and tax of the grading. Raw, if you crack it out of here, it's maybe a $5, $7 card. In a 9, it's probably, like I said, probably be lucky if you got close to $20 and got your grading money back out of it. So, but if you did crack it and send it back in, and you did get a nicer grader that was having a better day and you got a 10 on it, now that card's probably going to sell for 60, 80, $100, depending on, the right person and how the season starts for him. So, it may be worth it. That's sort of a business decision we all have to make. But I will consider it. I've had some decent luck cracking things and sending them into tag, or cracking them and sending them back. If nothing else, it's very interesting to see, a detailed report on what actually is wrong with a card, which would be really great if companies like PSA did, But hey, that's the hobby we're in right now. Maybe you're watching this some years in the future, and this is thought of as the dark ages of this, when people laugh about how PSA would just assign arbitrary grades with no explanation. I hope that's true, and I hope I'm still collecting and part of the hobby in that day. So yeah, that's the order. Please do subscribe, tell your friends, send me giant bags of money, all that good stuff. And keep on enjoying the hobby. Have a great day, and I will see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.